What if one night the moon just vanished, gone without a trace? No warning, no explosion, just an empty sky where it once hung. At first you might think, well, the nights will be darker, but no big deal. But in reality, the disappearance of the moon would send Earth into complete chaos, affecting everything from ocean tides to climate, wildlife, and even the length of our days. Let's explore just how much we rely on our silent celestial neighbor, and what life on Earth would look like without it. The moon isn't just a pretty light in the night sky, it plays a crucial role in shaping Earth's environment. Take ocean tides, for example. The gravitational pull of the moon is responsible for the rise and fall of the tides, and without it, high and low tides would shrink by a staggering 75%. This might not sound like a huge deal at first, but for marine life that depends on these tides, it would be catastrophic. Many species, from tiny sea snails to large crabs, rely on the shifting tides for survival, and their disappearance would have ripple effects throughout the entire ecosystem. If these creatures vanish, the predators that rely on them for food, birds, fish, even some land mammals, would struggle to survive, leading to a collapse of food chains across coastal areas. Millions of people around the world depend on these ecosystems for food and livelihoods, so the impact on human populations would be devastating as well. But it's not just sea creatures that would be thrown off. The moon plays a major role in animal behavior, particularly reproduction. For example, coral reefs in the Great Barrier Reef synchronize their spawning with the phases of the full moon. Without this celestial cue, their ability to reproduce effectively could be compromised, threatening one of the most biodiverse ecosystems on the planet. Similarly, creatures like the red crab in Christmas Island use the moon to time their migrations and egg-laying, ensuring their survival. If the moon disappeared, these natural cycles would be disrupted, leading to massive population declines and imbalances in entire ecosystems. And then there's the weather. Tidal currents don't just influence marine life, they help regulate the global climate. Cold water from the polar regions mixes with warm tropical waters, creating ocean currents that help stabilize temperatures worldwide. Without the moon's gravitational pull, these currents would weaken, leading to extreme temperature differences between regions. Some places might experience scorching heat waves, while others could plunge into deep freezes. Weather patterns would become unpredictable, making storms and droughts more severe and widespread. The result? A planet that's much harder to live on. Now let's talk about Earth's tilt, because this is where things get really scary. Right now, the moon's gravity helps keep our planet tilted at a stable 23.5 degrees. This tilt is what gives us predictable seasons. But without the moon, Earth's tilt would start to wobble wildly, fluctuating between 10 and 45 degrees. This could result in dramatic climate shifts. Imagine the North Pole suddenly tilting toward the sun, turning into a tropical paradise, while equatorial regions freeze over. Entire ecosystems would collapse as plants and animals struggled to adapt to these extreme changes. Human civilization, which has built itself around the reliability of seasons, would be thrown into chaos. Growing food would become incredibly difficult, and global agriculture could suffer devastating losses. The moon also plays a surprising role in the length of our days. Billions of years ago, Earth used to rotate much faster, completing a full spin in just about 4 hours. Over time, the moon's gravitational influence has slowed our planet's rotation to the 24-hour days we know now. Without it, Earth's rotation might gradually speed up again, making days shorter. This wouldn't happen overnight, but over millions of years, it could have a major impact on everything from animal sleep cycles to weather patterns. Beyond the physical changes, we'd also lose something deeply cultural. The moon has been a source of inspiration for countless myths, stories, and traditions throughout human history. Many religious and cultural celebrations are tied to the lunar cycle. Without the moon, entire calendars and traditions would have to be restructured. And let's not forget space exploration. The moon has been a stepping stone for human space travel, providing a testing ground for missions beyond Earth. Without it, future plans for space colonization and deep space exploration would be much more difficult. So, while it might seem like the moon is just a distant rock orbiting our planet, its presence is crucial to life as we know it. From stabilizing our climate to influencing wildlife and even shaping human culture, The moon's impact is far-reaching. If it ever disappeared, Earth would never be the same again. So the next time you look up at the night sky and see the moon shining down, take a moment to appreciate just how much we owe to this cosmic companion. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more mind-blowing space content. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite thing about the moon? See you next time.